advances in a variety of scientific fields, biology, chemistry, physics, medicine, and many other disciplines that have been building upon one another for the last few hundred years, enabling us to establish modern research and develop technology. USANA's exploration of the health sciences is extending far way more than a few hundred years, and research across the world into the future and even back in time to traditional Chinese medicine. Traditional Chinese medicine has been advancing health for thousands of years. The challenge has been that those modalities struggle to meet the scientific validation required for modern products. Even though many people have felt the benefits for centuries, but what if we could find a way to take the ancient wisdom and join it with our state-of-the-art research and development process? What if we found a way to bridge the gap between traditional Chinese medicine and what we do at USANA? What kind of products can we create? Let's explore what is possible with the Asian Foundations project.
Ancient Foundation products.
This is a revolutionary fusion of great wisdom with technology innovation, creating a bridge to connect those ancient gateways with modern science and to develop a wide array of unique nutritional products. Generations of people have trusted traditional Chinese medicine for thousands of years, and I have been immersed in that culture my entire life. It was always intriguing to me how we could come to rely on it even in my own family. The foundations of traditional Chinese medicine, or TCM, are very different from modern medicine. Rather than focusing on reducing and treating symptoms, TCM takes a more holistic approach, meaning that the body and the mind, as well as the spirit surrounding them, are one complete whole system. That is, qi 的运行. For decades, there has been a lot of effort to connect the Chinese past with what we know today, but the result has been limited. But now, USANA is undertaking a new approach to opening this great treasure chest of health knowledge, and the key is intelligence technology. Thanks to special relationship with university partners in China, USANA has gained access to a massive database of Chinese herbs, remedies, and medicine that incorporates cell signaling targets. When we combine our modern research with this vast database, we can identify cell signaling pathways triggered by TCM naturally and holistically. As we look at future product concepts, we can ask, what modern-day commonly accepted ingredients could be replaced by ingredients from TCM with the same benefit but without unwanted side effects? This is exactly what we're doing with our most recent Asian wisdom product concept. We all want to feel energized. And as we look at a brain-stimulating project, caffeine is a commonly accepted ingredient that is known to have many benefits. But for many people, caffeine also has many unwanted side effects. And with that in mind, we started to research into the cell signaling pathways that stimulate and energize the brain and the body. And with core medicines to find low caffeine or no caffeine alternatives, which taps the same pathways. That allows us to open up a new world of intelligence technology possibilities when it comes to optimizing mind energy. We have formulated prototypes and will begin testing, marketing viability assessment, and clinical trials in the near future. Traditional Chinese medicine is no longer a buried treasure. It is at our fingertips. And it can guide you on the state-of-the-art research and development to a variety of destinations, to more holistic future ingredient formulation, to more self-signaling pathways that can optimize so many aspects of our lives, and perhaps even to more of the cheap the Asians had in mind. We are talking about time-honored Chinese remedies to be verified by clinical testing and enhanced with USANA R&D. We are talking about powerful self-signaling pathways alluded to by the Asians to be made a reality by USANA. USANA family, the potential of the Asian Wisdom Project is as deep as history. I hope you have enjoyed the first look into the revolutionary fusion of ageless wisdom and technological innovation. Thank you.
Completely to code. But what if we had a master code that helped us understand all this? Would that be pretty interesting? Introducing the Personalized Omics Project. Personalized omics allows scientists to look at all the factors that make you, you, from a biological point of view, to develop powerful health solutions. It's important to understand that your uniqueness is about much, much more than just your DNA sequence. So imagine that this is your DNA. Now these dots represent everything you know about how your diet influences cell signaling in your body. Here's how your personal physical activity affects your cell signaling. Here's your climate, ethnicity, family health history, and many other factors. It's important to know that genes on your DNA are actually being turned on and off by all of these things. Together, all of these factors create a detailed picture of how genomics, choices, and environment will affect cell signaling pathways, bodily processes, and of course, health. Let me say that again. All of these factors together determine how your body responds to the world. Genomics helps us understand how all of this influences your health. I like to call this a personalized omics fingerprint. Everyone's omics fingerprint is unique. Now, let's look at how we can use omics technology to make stunning advances in the health sciences. Last June, researchers published a study in the journal Science Translational Medicine that offers a great look at all of this. The research used omics techniques to identify potential treatments for type 2 diabetes, a debilitating disease that comes with a lot of challenges and affects millions of people. Type 2 diabetics can't properly control their blood sugar or glucose levels. And in these individuals, the liver tends to overproduce glucose, further complicating things. So it would be very beneficial if we could find a nutrient that encouraged liver cells in these individuals to make less glucose. One way to begin our search would be to test 1,000 different nutrients to try and produce that glucose-lowering effect on the cells. Unfortunately, since we wouldn't really know where to start, this approach would be a little like shooting in the dark. And it would be extremely expensive and time-consuming. The other way to go about this, the omics approach, would be the following. Find people who already have liver cells that are overproducing glucose. Compare their genomic signatures to see what they have in common. The result will be the omic fingerprint of type 2 diabetes in the liver. Then you compare that with a database of nutrients to find one that creates a similar fingerprint. If you find a match, you'll know that there's a good chance that that nutrient will affect the cell signaling pathways associated with type 2 diabetes. Genomics is giving you a huge head start in knowing which nutrients to test. And in fact, researchers recently used this approach to discover a common natural extract that can reduce glucose production in liver cells. Without this omics approach, scientists would have had no idea which foods to start testing. This same accelerated scientific approach is what USANA is now doing. With the Personalized Omics project, we're looking at health benefits we want for specific groups of people and then tracing those benefits back to nutrients that can be the basis for exciting future product concepts. Imagine a specialized formulation developed to target not only a specific health need, but a health need of someone with your age, gender, ethnicity, and lifestyle. We're talking about major breakthroughs in personalized products with detailed information about how they work and why they're so effective. How much easier is it to share a product when you can tell a potential customer that it was designed for someone just like them? Also, remember that your daily choices impact your omic fingerprint. This is part of our research, which could result in specific, powerful lifestyle recommendations customized for you and your customers. These new product and health innovations are just over the horizon. With the cell signaling power of intelligence technology, USANA has already begun delivering the next generation of nutrition and personalization. And now, with personalized omics, we are taking that research into a whole new realm. We're taking yet another leap into the future of the health sciences. We are now in an era where we can decode what the human body is telling us about what it needs to stay healthy, which means that USANA will continue to be the ultimate personalized nutrition company for decades to come. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. We're looking at optimizing neuroplasticity, memory, mental performance, critical thinking, and creativity with unique intelligence formulation. Featuring a combination of coffee fruit extract, American ginseng, and bacopa, this product concept is designed to tap into the cell signaling pathway that boosts BDNF. Clinical testing has already shown an increase in cognitive performance, not only in people in the later stages of life, but also in young folk in those important student-age years. We're looking at tuning up your brain no matter your age, and to help manage stress and support emotion. It's the most complex structure in the entire universe. Right now, it's processing input from billions of sensory receptors all over your body, capturing and interpreting information from your eyes equal to two 576 megapixel cameras taking snapshots 150 times a second. It's amazing what your brain is doing. Every word that you're hearing right now is converted into electrical impulses. They are routed through an unimaginably elaborate data system storing over 1 billion gigabytes of data. Your brain instantly analyzes what I'm saying from among millions of sounds, images, symbols, and interprets them into ideas that have meaning. Scientists have yet to develop a supercomputer that can exceed the brain's raw computational power. And even the most advanced computers available today require vast amounts of energy, all while the human brain operates on just 20 watts, in addition to being fully portable. That's just the beginning of the miracle of your mind. Think of your feelings, creativity, sense of humor, dreams, and much more that you depend on every day. Your brain is a marvel, and you want to make sure to keep it as healthy as possible. Unfortunately, like you, it gets older. And as you age, your brain actually starts to shrink. And its neurons, which are responsible for sending signals and messages throughout the entire central nervous system, don't fire as quickly as they used to. The result? You don't deal with stress as well, and you start to forget things, right? Has anyone ever experienced that? Of course. But what if there was a way to give your brain a tune-up? To renew its cells? Well, it is. And what if we can engage those mechanisms with a future product with intelligence technology? Let me introduce to you the Mind Project.
Each new discovery, we realize just how much more there is to learn. As we go further and further along, some of the discoveries we make along the way could change everything. For example, this is in outer space. This is your microbiome. The microbiome is all of the bacteria that live on and inside of us. Each one of us sustains some 30 trillion bacteria, nearly the same number as we have human cells throughout our body. These bacteria not only help us, but they're essential to living a healthy life. They affect mood, body composition, bone health, our immune system, even gene expression. Without the microbiome, we wouldn't even be able to properly digest food. That's how crucial bacteria are in maintaining proper body functionality. Now, most nutritional products target your own cells. But if the microbiome has such a huge impact on us, doesn't it need support as well? What if we created products specifically for this other part of you, your microbiome? If those 30 trillion cells were fully optimized, what could they do for you? Introducing USANA's focus on creating the next generation of product concepts that impact your 30 trillion bacteria, the Microbiome Project. Every week, hundreds of new scientific studies about the microbiome are being published, and every day new advances are being made in furthering our knowledge about how these bacteria factor into health and disease. It is such an exciting new frontier in the health sciences. As we've looked at how the microbiome affects us, one thing we're discovering is that the microbiome actually sends signals throughout the body. The central nervous system even receives cell signaling messages from the microbiome, from the bacteria in our own body. And these microbiome messages can even affect DNA gene expression. Research is also revealing the links between microbiome and healthy aging. What's especially exciting to me is that we're not only learning how the microbiome affects us, but how we can influence the microbiome, or how we can send signals to these beneficial bacteria in our bodies. One way we can do this is with prebiotics. You may have heard of probiotics. Probiotics are live, beneficial bacteria for your body to maintain a healthy microbiome. And USANA has an amazing probiotic product for your gut. Prebiotics are beneficial fibers that act as food for the bacteria already inside of us, supporting our microbiome so that it can thrive. So what we're now developing are carefully balanced, cutting-edge prebiotic formulations. These are customized meals for specific groups of bacteria. These future products are designed to help the microbiome produce healthy cell signaling molecules. Benefits could include optimizing our immune system, supporting a healthy inflammatory response, as well as optimizing communication pathways throughout the body, which affect everything from the brain to healthy weight management. In addition to standalone prebiotic products, we can also implement prebiotic technology into future food products, and potentially even into skincare research. I hope that you are as excited about these product concepts as I am. So, for us to thrive like we want to, we need a high-functioning, healthy microbiome. In a perfect world, we'd all eat a great diet, live a healthy lifestyle in an ideal environment, and all to support a healthy microbiome. But the reality is, most of us just aren't there yet. USANA's Microbiome Project is committed to supporting these 30 trillion cells, which have a huge impact on so many areas of our health. I hope that you've enjoyed this glimpse into USANA's early exploration of the microbiome, the other part of us. The product concepts already in development are so exciting, and there's so much more potential as we continue making discoveries in this exciting health universe. Thank you.